Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is 9th Legion. Let's play some more Battlefleet Gothic Armada. So, turn 30, 2 deployments remaining. We just won 2 very quick battles in the last episode. Using my battle cruiser combination, we managed to we won a defense breakthrough mission and a defense assassination mission pretty handily, which means we've got 3,000 renown in the bank. So I think it's time to head over to Port Moore. And I want to see what favour I can put on my battleship, because I'm using the battleship almost every mission now. It's just a very, very good ship. The fleet composition we've got is very static at the moment, but it's just so damn good. Oh, and my overlord, my first overlord, the Sacred Deliverance, is now level 10 as well, so we can put some more stuff into you. So, a crew skill point, I'm going to put that into... We've already maxed out Master Gunner and ratings. Yeah, let's finish Servitors off, get those cooldowns reduced as much as we can. So that's 12% reduction in total there. That's good. I mean, Imperial ships use a lot of torpedoes. We can now fire torpedoes more often. I like that. And we've got another upgrade I can put on you. What do I want to give you? So you currently have armor-piercing ammunition, the additional void shield generator, a targeting matrix, and turbo weaponry, so you're good at long and close range. That's not a bad mix, actually. Now what you're lacking, and what I've started to put it on a lot of my big ships, is the Voss pattern void shield. I overlooked this at the start of the campaign because I didn't think it was that good, but when you read about it, you know, the ship's shield has a 25% chance to deny damage. That's a 1 in 4 chance to just ignore any damage that impacts the shield. That's pretty significant overall. So I think we're going to go for that. So we have the extra 100 shield points and a 25% chance to deny damage. I think that's one of the best upgrades we could probably put on these ships. And it's only going to cost 200 renown, so hell yeah. Now, the big ship we want to look at is, of course, my Retribution class battleship, the Honour of Light. And I want to put a favour on you. I just haven't decided what one yet. Now, we did do an Inquisition mission last episode, so this should have just reduced the price a bit, down to 1,200. I mean, it's easily affordable. We've got 2,800 in the bank. The big reason I would go for the Inquisition is to get the Emperor's Tarot, or Turret, or however you say the second word in that, because we have a lack of sensors and recon probes and all that kind of stuff in my current fleet composition. Neither the battleship nor the overlords have any of those upgrades, which has left us suffering a little bit in identifying the enemy before we start firing off torpedoes and trying to charge them down. Going the Inquisition route would give us the Emperor's Tarot. Designated enemy ship signal is identified, and we can do that once every 120 seconds, which is pretty useful. As a bonus, we'd also get an additional crew point for every crew member. How are we actually doing on our crew upgrades? How valuable would that be? That would be pretty good. We've only maxed out Master Gunner, so everyone else would get a crew point as well. That's not a terrible choice. What are the other options, though? Adeptus Mechanicus would give us another upgrade slot, which I could use for sensors. I could put in, let's see, upgrades? No, it's not upgrades, it's skills. And I could put in the Auger Probe on top of the Recon Beacon, which is tempting. I mean, it is worthwhile bearing in mind the Recon Beacon does have a range of 10,000. The Auger Probe is unlimited range. The Recon Probe has a range of 10,000, but you can stick it onto another ship, which means you will never lose sight of that ship, as long as that ship's shields are down. Let's see, what else could we do? That also gives us, a skill slot and an upgrade slot. So I could add a few more features onto the battleship, although it's doing pretty well right now, let's be honest. We could get a Cobra Escort, which we did put on a bunch of our cruisers and light cruisers. It is handy having a free ship turn up every 180 seconds, but Cobras are pretty small and pretty weak. I mean, escorts are pretty much just cannon fodder at this point. Would make us immune to insubordination, but that's only a problem if you're losing, and I don't plan on losing, so... And Adeptus Astartes. Now this is a very good upgrade, and normally I would put this on my battleship, but the battleship is being used alongside both of the battlecruisers. Both of the battlecruisers already have the Adeptus Astartes, which means they have Space Marines on board, giving them a Terminator Lightning Strike and an increased troop value. I think overall we don't need to double down on that, or in this case triple down on that. So I'm going to go for the Inquisition actually. get that extra crew point, and give us the ability to identify an enemy ship. So let's just fit that.
The Inquisition, as always, stands vigilant.
That is looking pretty cool. Nice red ram prow on my ship. I like that. And if we look at the crew, yeah, everyone's got an extra point in there. So we've now maxed out servitors, ratings, and master gunners, and we've got points in tech priest, navigator, and commissar. That's pretty good. I should have done this a while ago. Right, with that done, let's head back to the Gothic sector and go kill some people, really. We have 2 deployments remaining and a couple of... not that many Chaos missions left. I think we want to do this Convoy mission next. It's the Convoy attacker mission in Aeolus in Port Moore. We're already in Port Moore, so... how many points are you? 600 points attacker on a Convoy mission. So as usual, we'll need to destroy more than half of the transport ships, and we probably need to destroy about 4 of them. These can be pretty tough because we need to focus on the transports, not on enemy warships, which means the enemy... oh, pardon me, sudden hiccup. Which means the enemy warships will get a chance to just focus us down while we're distracted, but hey, let's give it a go. So, I think this is going to be one of the few times I don't want a battlecruiser and 2 battleship and 2 battlecruisers. Simply because it's very concentrated firepower, and we need to spread ourselves out a little bit. We need to be able to make sure we can chase down a lot of those enemy ships. So I think maybe both battlecruisers would be pretty handy. They're very strong and they've got good guns. That leaves us 256. We could bring in our... Tyrant. You're only level 6, so it wouldn't hurt to get more experience on you. You would give us a free escort, which is very handy in this kind of situation. But that doesn't leave me enough to bring in a light cruiser, and I fancy having another light cruiser in here. So if I didn't bring in the Tyrant, what's the cheaper one? My Lunar class. It's not a terrible choice. And then I can also bring in one of my Dauntlesses, which would give me a free Cobra, basically. In fact, if I bring in my level 7, that would actually give me Auger Probes as well, which could be handy. Do I want the Auger Probes, or do I want the Micro Warp Drum? Micro Warp Drum might be very handy for chasing down a fleeing transport. So I'll bring that in. So that gives us 4 ships, 2 battle cruisers, a cruiser, and a light cruiser. It's only 1 ship more than I usually would bring in, but I think we've got a little bit more flexibility here. Plus the light cruiser is nice and fast for chasing down those transports. And all my ships have favours, I think, going into this. Yeah. Wow, we've got a lot of favours. A little bit blinged out there on the gold. Okay, those are our targets, the Chaos transport ships. There's going to be a lot of them for a 600 point mission. I think we're going to have to destroy at least 4. Yeah, destroy 0 of 4 transport ships. So we don't know where they're going to be deploying. Map is very, very open. What have we actually got? Just 1 gas cloud? That's it. That's the only piece of... that's the only interesting piece on this whole map. 1 gas cloud. Okay. Well, as I don't know where the Chaos Forces are going to deploy themselves, we're going to go dead center and hopefully put ourselves near something. I could spread myself out more, but that would leave us very vulnerable to the warships that are going to be protecting this convoy, and I don't want to get picked apart piece by piece. So let's go from here.
Enemy ship sighted.
Okay, I can see 5 transports straight off. 1, 2,
Activating
3.
tactical cogitators.
Numerous enemy warships on the left. That makes me want to go right with a vengeance. 1 enemy ship there.
Your orders?
Okay, you 2 go that way, you 2 go that way. Let's see what we can pick off quickly.
Setting course.
Ooh, minefield, please avoid.
Engines to maximum.
Awaiting orders.
I'm gonna try and get some early
Awaiting
torpedo
orders.
strikes on this guy.
Changing course.
Enemy transport ship destroyed.
Okay, I have no idea what happened there, but they've already lost 1 ship. That's a little
Cruising
surprising.
speed set.
Okay, you're taking
Course
some fire,
plotted.
but that's okay. Holy crap, there's a whole lot of enemy
Enemy
ships
ship
here.
sighted.
Okay, lots of escorts coming in.
Engines hot. Activating tactical cogitators.
Setting course. All ahead full. Cruising speed set.
Okay, let's try and brace for impact. We're going to take a lot of fire here. I need you to
Your
come around a
orders?
bit, actually.
Execute high energy turn.
Try and get some of these torpedoes off.
Orders received.
Okay, that's a second transport ship down. Now we're going to focus firepower on this guy. You're going to focus on them as well, please. How are we doing over here? You've got an escort up your bum. It's a bit annoying.
Underway.
Also taking some not insignificant fire here. Let's start turning around. I'd
Activating
actually like
tactical
you to
cogitators.
just get that guy off my back.
Activating tactical cogitators.
Okay, that's another transport down. That was kind of well done. Now we are going to take some fire here.
At your command.
Not much I can do about it. How are we doing over here? You are taking some significant fire as well. And I think we're going to terminate the lightning strike you. Because you're not going to be fleeing anywhere, and we might get some lucky with
Deep
some damage
striking.
there.
Ship ready.
Yeah, that'll do. Okay, we've got a cruiser right on top of us there. You're kind of going to be a pain.
Engines hot.
Now I have a plan here, because I need to get you out of the way to do it though, because I want to fire some torpedoes into the backside of you. How are we doing over here, boys? I've still got that limit escort up my backside. It's very annoying. I only need one more transport, so actually that transport on the left is what I need to care about right now. However,
Your orders.
you guys are just starting to suffer a bit. Put a bomb on that guy, see if we can get some fire off. If they can come around and take out this guy, that'd be nice. Okay, you can stop burning, you should be clear.
Cruising speed
Put
set.
some fire on that guy for me, and let's get some torpedoes off. Yeah, another good hit. Okay, you're dead. Wow, that was a very quick mission. We were quite lucky there. I've taken significant damage in these kind of missions before, because we're not focusing on the enemy warships, and because you have to spread your forces out quite a lot. So I think we were lucky to get away with as little damage there as we did. I don't think any of my ships took any major damage at all. Which, naturally, I'm quite happy about that. That's not a complaint, don't get me wrong. Another 165 renown in the bank. Very, very nice. Okay. Well, that was a bit short mission, but I'm going to just call this episode here. So thank you guys for watching. Next episode, we're just going to continue hammering on chaos. I mean, we've got one deployment remaining to end this off on, and I don't know. I have to think about what I want to do. What's the actual? We've got 2 data recovery missions. Is that it? That's the only chaos missions remaining. 2 data recovery missions. It's been a while since we've done data recovery missions, so we will be the attacker in this. Okay. I'll bear that in mind for the next one. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Do feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all later for the next one. Bye.